So it is the day after that gigantic Nintendo Direct. I just wanted to really quickly get my thoughts and opinions out on that because wow, there was a lot of good stuff in there. You know, I remember when Nintendo Directs were like once every 2 months, and a lot of the time they were a lot slower paced, had a lot less interesting stuff in them. So now that we're getting them like maybe twice a year, I think that lets them save a lot of their really big announcements for them. But yeah, here are my thoughts on them. I'm going to start with the Splatoon stuff because I think that is what most people who follow this channel are looking for. So I'm actually kind of really excited for the Splatoon 1 Plaza. I know people are like wondering what the point is because there's not really anything new to do there. But keep in mind that you have to buy the entire expansion pass. Like it's $25. The Splatoon 1 Plaza is part of that, but I think the main course here is the side order mode that's coming in later. I'm gonna be excited to walk around the Splatoon 1 Plaza. I'm excited that we're gonna be able to witness it in Splatfests as the Splatfest is happening. I think that's gonna be a lot of fun. Even if it's not really anything new, I have been playing the series since Splatoon 1, so I think I'm gonna get more mileage out of it than someone who's never played Splatoon 1 before. I just think it's cool. I just think it's neat. And side order, that's gonna be interesting too. From what I understand, like we haven't really seen much of anything yet. We just saw like a tiny smidgen of the Splatoon 2 square being weird and bleached coral reef stuff. Then we saw like quick flashes of what I assume is like concept art. People are speculating that the player character here is Agent 8, which would be the first time that we have like a returning playable character. Because every time we've had a new story mode, it has been like a new character that we play as. So if that is Agent 8, that would be interesting that we're able to play as that character again. I'm really interested in the vibe they're going for here. It seems very different from what they've done before, which is exactly what I was hoping for. I hope that it's an entirely new structure too. I hope they don't copy-paste Octo Expansion again, or make it similar to like any of the hero modes. I want an entirely new format. I want them to do something new and different and weird. I am surprised that we didn't hear anything about Fresh Season. I think we'll hear about that in the coming days though. I think that'll get its own like trailer on Twitter and stuff, because we get the Chill Season announcement halfway through November. So it would make sense for us to get the Fresh Season announcement halfway through February, because that should be happening in March. So yeah, I am very excited for the new Splatoon stuff. I suppose that was probably the main big thing for me, though there were a bunch of other things that I am very excited about. Pikmin 4 looks great. I'm not super into the Pikmin series. You know, I don't dislike it, it's just that I don't think that is really my type of game, I guess. But I am very happy for the people that are excited for that game. It looks very nice. And I like all, like, the new ideas that they're showing there, like the Ice Pikmin. Being able to freeze water is going to open up some interesting puzzles, I think. And I love the puppy, the dog, the little dog thing that they showed. It's very cute and is a very fun idea. What else? There was the Game Boy and GBA games coming to NSO, with GBA being like the expansion pack thing. I am very excited to have GBA on there. That was probably the biggest thing that I wanted for NSO, and it's making the expansion pass even more worth it, I think. I saw Amazing Mirror on there. I am very excited for that because people are actually going to be able to play that multiplayer without setup being a nightmare. Play that game with some buddies if you wanna. It's fun. It's a fun time. Metroid Fusion was also on there. That's also a very good one. Play that. And Minish Cap and Superstar Saga, Mario Kart Super Circuit, which I have fond memories of as a child. There's not really much of a reason to go back to it, especially if you have Mario Kart 8, but I like it. And then immediately after that was the Metroid Prime 1 remake announcement. Just kind of thrown in there super nonchalantly, which was very surprising and weird, but I am very excited for it. I recently got into the Metroid series. Like, as soon as Dread was announced, I was like, oh god, I want to play this series now. I basically just marathoned the entire Metroid series in the months leading up to Dread. Prime 1, I think, is my favorite Prime game. So I am excited to play that again with very, very nice graphics. It looks very pretty. And I heard there's gyro too. And it's out now! It is out right now, which they just shadow dropped it. That tells me that they had that ready for a long time, and they were waiting to potentially have that coincide with Prime 4. I'm thinking maybe Prime 4, its plans got changed around somehow. I'm betting that's gonna be on whatever system is next for Nintendo now. Because we are getting to that point. I think it's possible we could see a new console within the next year. But Prime 1, if you have never played it before, I highly recommend you go download it now or get the physical release whenever it comes out. Please play Prime 1. There was a new Tears of the Kingdom trailer. It still hasn't revealed too much about the story, which I'm honestly glad about. It really just showed us a couple more gameplay concepts and stuff. There's vehicles, which is very fun. I don't know how it's all gonna work. There was a car that Link was riding around on, and then also like a flying vehicle. I wonder if they got the idea from that one glitch in Breath of the Wild with the metal like minecart things, where you could like use magnesis to basically just fly into the air. I have to wonder if they were inspired by that to make that flying vehicle thing that we saw at the end of the Tears of the Kingdom trailer. I think it would be really funny if they got inspiration from that, because that's what it reminds me of. Oh, what else? They fully revealed the post-game Magolor mode for Return to Dreamland Deluxe. I believe that was leaked beforehand. Somebody got a hold of the box art, and that was listed on the box art. So, fun fact, this story was alluded to back in 2015 on Miiverse, of all places. If you've never heard people talk about Kirby lore before, it is very funny that there are small tidbits of the lore available on a website that is now defunct. Thankfully, people have archived that, so it is not completely erased forever, but it's just funny. And it's funny that a whole side mode kind of came out of that. You know, I have to wonder if they had this planned, like, super far in advance. Maybe. What else? What else was there? Ghost Trick! Ghost Trick! Go play Ghost Trick! Ghost Trick is such a good game! I'm so glad that's getting re-released. Go play Ghost Trick. It was written by Shu Takumi, who also made Ace Attorney. It is such a good mystery puzzle game. Please play Ghost Trick. There was the Bayonetta Origins game. I have never played Bayonetta before, but I'm very intrigued by the art style of that game. It seems like it has a very, very different vibe from the rest of the series. But beyond that, I don't really know too much about it, or about, you know, the implications of the story. But it looks cool. I think it's pretty cool. There was that Disney Illusion Island game. I think that also looks pretty fun. It is a 2D platformer type of thing. It has 4-player multiplayer. It has a very cartoony art style. And it seems like it might be my jam. I don't know how... We'll have to see how good it is, because licensed games like that can be really hit or miss sometimes. But I think it looks potentially pretty interesting. Advanced Wars. The Advanced Wars remake has been brought back from the grave. For those who do not know, it was supposed to release like last year, and it actually did. It got listed on the eShop and people were able to download it, but they pulled it and we haven't really heard about it since. And the game has been complete but just kind of sitting in their vault for a while. We finally got a new release date on it. It's coming out April something. What's the date? April 21st. It's real. It's alive. Ooh, the Mario Kart 8 DLC. So there's a new course. There's a Yoshi's Island course. It looks very cute, very fun. The big thing is that we got our first character from the wave, the booster course pass. We got Birdo. And Birdo has a whole bunch of alternate colors. That is very fun. I quite like the addition of characters. I do hope that opens up the window for more potential characters. Maybe characters that are in Tour that aren't in 8. Like Pauline. I really want to see Pauline. Very good direct. Tell me what you thought of it in the comments. Are you excited for some of the things that were shown? Were you maybe disappointed? Were you expecting something else? Who knows? Also, if you want to see my live reaction to the direct, it is up on Challenger Approaching TV. I live reacted it with a couple of friends that I run that channel with. But thank you for watching. I am signing off for now.